with an injury, back out there tonight in the starting lineup. A step back three for him. As Hawkins still scoreless, and now Kansas State 1 for 9 from deep. As 9 of their 15 field goal attempts have been from 3. Good turnaround jumper from...
Little break, but I would give him a cup of coffee, no time for the cream. I'd get him back in there quickly.
James off a screen.
Whoa.
That's what they do well.
The offensive rebound. Arriten Page, the putback.
Oh, off vertical.
For the Cougars.
Man, you want to talk about great signs. Cannon catches. You're slowly starting to see the confidence develop now for this young man.
Arriten Page, nice usage of the win. First appearance for Mihailo Bošković, the junior from Serbia. But a dominant performance, especially in the second half from the Cougars tonight.
They look good. The ball is moving and knocking down shots. Yegor Dimon, Cannon catches, contributed offensively when it comes to scoring the basketball. Something.
Overton, one of those transfers, came over from the Drake Bulldogs. His freshman year there, now a sophomore, ties it up at the free throw line. 23 apiece, just over 7 minutes to play here in the opening half. Fifth Third Arena, Cincinnati, Ohio. Eric Rothman, Tim Welsh with you. A freezing cold day here in the Queen City. Both these teams are playing well coming into this one. Cincinnati's won 2 in a row. Texas Tech 4 of their last 5, and that is Texas Tech since they made the opening bucket of the game. It's 27-25, Red Raiders on top. Reed, baseline, Page, the two-hand slam. A little leaner. Cincinnati needs a run here. Get this crowd back into it. Arriten Page working against top intent to shoot. High off the glass.
Staff down at Arizona for Tommy Lloyd. Danny and I, we were up in the office tonight watching the Iowa State-Kansas game with Tad Boyle.
Tad Boyle's got a great staff here. 2 guys who have been with him a long time. Mike Rohn in his 15th year as an assistant. Bill Greer in year 9. Very comfortable with the group he's got as Page goes baseline. And
Omaha, Lincoln, Denver. And this young man, Lincoln Southeast High School. Great sports high school, great football over there.
Page expanding his range.
There you go.
Trip.
Trying to respond after that game in Waco. A steal by Dan Skillings Jr. Arriten Page down low. And Page, tough, off-balance shot, ties the game. Quick dart to the basket. Page the offensive rebound. And the putback, Arriten Page for KU. And the floater on the baseline. And it spins around and goes for Arriten.
The inbounds are face guarding. And more on the bench. He's been the best in the press for Jayhawks.
Shot clock down to 5. Arriten Page on a step back 3. Arriten Page.
So Bradley triggers the inbounds. No good. And the big man Page on the leak out. Gets another dunk for the Bearcats.
Try to give him some breadcrumbs to keep him involved.
Seven to shoot for James in Cincinnati. Now Page. Yes, right over Ray.
So just tell you next lifetime. Those are song titles, by the way. See you next lifetime. Erykah Badu's R&B artist.
Stevenson splits 2. Flip in the tip. No. Nothing going down for the Tigers.
Got to be a roll.
Page rolls off the defender and lays it in.
I need to see that pressure. Dayton's calling card all year has been pressure, pressure, pressure. Not to turn you over, but to wear you down.
Page inside gets the bucket for.
Let's see if those free throws will get Lukosius going. His floater, was it a pass or a shot? Either way, it's Page.
Hard screen set by Stewart, opens up Dockery. Howard has made 3 of their last 4 shots. That was the lone miss. Page, the spin, yes, that left shoulder looks good. Cincinnati trying to hold off Howard. Thomas to the cup. Page to the glass. Second try for Page. Hit every part of the rim before. Then to shoot for the Hornets. Madlock, the jab step, now the 3. Reed another rebound. Of course.
Good minutes.
Mismatch here for Page. Trying to go to work down low. Took foul, Danny lays it in.
Coffin traps, coffin corners. No, we got to make shots.
There's a poke away. Arrington Page leads the break for the Slay.
Guys in on some of the Thanksgiving plans for this Alabama State team, and Coach Madlock said they're going to have some fun. So they're staying in Cincinnati tonight. They're going to have a brunch at a hotel down in Cincinnati, and then they're going to get on a bus and drive about 4 to 5 hours to Nashville, and they're going to go to Dave & Buster's before returning back to Alabama State. He said, we're really...
I should say Lance Terry, of course, with Tech, but did not play last year. So nobody played last season with Georgia Tech. Cincinnati ahead by 17. It's been a crisp performance so far for the Bearcats. Great feed from Lukosius and Taryn Page.
That's underneath the basket, lays it in.
Day Thomas tries to kick it out. Betsy's got it. And Taryn Page. Strong take, Jaden.
Inside give to Arriten Page, the transfer from Southern California. Wow.
Smooth. Arriten Page got to be more of a presence defensively for the Bearcat. What an offensive play there.
Trey English transferred from McNeese. Won the Southland Conference last year. Went to the tournament as Page to the left.
Yeah, and there's no interior help. Tyler Betsy's hugging his man in the paint. Got to release and become a secondary defender in the paint. But what a beautiful move by West.
Long skip to Reed. He knocked on a couple of threes in the first half for Cincinnati. Running a lot through Arriten Page. Rightfully so.
And reestablish and put in what you want.
Well, the last couple of years, Morehead State has led the OVC in rebound margin. That's in their identity. Good find down low to Page, and no rebound there.
It's because they're athletic and long on the perimeter, so it really helps their defense.
They've run this play a couple of times to free up Page on the block. And has to get over Miles, but he does. Another made 3 free throws, and he has 5 points. 23-point lead for Cincinnati. Here's James. Out to Betsy. Looking down low to Page.
Wow.
Page has had that move tonight. He's gone.
You were averaging 81. You were also first in the conference in three-point defense as well as three-point percentage offense. Now you got to replace that production.
Page flying up and laying in. And that does shooter too. He's on the floor for the first time, but Hickman knocked that one down. My apologies. Good swat up top. Here is C.J. Frederick for Cincinnati. Mentioned the 7 years. C.J. Frederick, his 7th season of college basketball, the 5th oldest player in the country. Started his career at Iowa, then Kentucky, and now his 2nd year at Cincinnati.
As Uncle C.J.
He fed the post here for Page. The turnaround rolls in.
To prove that I can still do it. It's the reason that you're sitting on the seat with a tie.
12 to go in the second half. Cincinnati up big. Page flashes to the rim, pivots, and throws it down.